Hello. This is O Favored One. When you meet someone, don't you wonder if this person is the spouse God gave you? How can you know that the person you are meeting now is the spouse God has given you? Today, let's find out what biblical love is and how spouses can meet. To know about Christian spouses, you first need to understand Christian love. Encountering distorted love from the mass media, Christians are brainwashed too. Even Christians live as if false love is real love. Everyone dreams of love at first sight, hot love like fire. But is such love true love? Don't jump the first 2 or 3 stairs at once. There is a step in love. The love that takes steps in healthy. Second, start with friendship. The love between the opposite sex begins with friendship. Check if you can build a friendship with them. Pastor Peter Masters also says to check if there is evidence of intimacy that manifests true friendship. The time you have passionate love in your entire life is short. Love based on friendship accounts for the rest of the time. Check if there is any problem communicating between the two people. The first step for men and women to become one body is friendship. Do you know if there are frequent conflicts or disputes between the two during this period? It is also time to check whether the feud or dispute is resolved well through dialogue. Pastor Peter Masters asks you to confirm that there is love to grow in harmony in your relationship and share purpose, goal, and pleasure. You can think of it as God's guidance if such fruit appears. Until we know if a true friendship is possible between the two, we have to suppress the feelings of love. Third, abandon your greed. Pastor Peter Masters says, we have to abandon the immature dreams of love and marriage in our thoughts. Marriage shouldn't be considered so fantastic. How can we ask for God's guidance in marriage when we're already planning on getting married and enjoying it? You shouldn't skip friendship and move on to the next level. It would help if you didn't even try to lead the other person. You should abandon your impatience and selfishness and find someone to be your spouse, but leave it to God's guidance. So don't hurry. Because selfish love puts itself at the center, it does not seek God's glory and advice. Don't rush to date and marry if you don't like the family you live with now or because you're old. You enter the school of God through that process. Fourth, don't rush. How will God lead our relationship? In Genesis, there is a story of Isaac's marriage. Isaac's marriage story is a lesson to you living in the present. Isaac wasn't busy looking for his wife. He believed in God altogether. Isaac did not use humane methods such as matchmaking. To believe in God is to be in no hurry. Fifth, don't show yourself to others at once. For men and women, dating is when love can deepen, but it's when you can see if the other person is the right person for me. Try to show yourself to the other person little by little. Don't stop praying while you are meeting someone. Ask God's will to continue if the other person is the right person for you. 6. Focus on something significant. Don't you consider the other person's ability when looking for a suitable spouse? Remember, Abraham's servant looked into Rebekah's character. What is the most important thing for you to meet your spouse? Who will be with you all your life? Are a spouse's personality and holiness more important than ability? 7th, parents should not interfere too much. In Isaac and Rebekah's marriage, the parents of the two men and women are only helpers. Their marriage is strictly up to their opinions. So, parents should not interfere too much in their children's marriage. 8th, the closer you are to God, the closer the couple becomes. Imagine a triangle. The closer you get to God, the closer your relationship becomes. 9th, the wedding is a place of confirmation. How can I know if this person is my spouse? It's only when two people get married at the wedding ceremony. The two came to God's guidance in prayer with faith, God's will. 10th, God's plan is perfect. Isaac finally meets Rebekah at the age of 40 and gets married. Isaac was praying at that time too. Like this, God's will and timing are accurate. So, believe in God, pray, and wait. Today, I looked for 10 things to watch out for to find a spouse of a Christian. I pray that brothers and sisters who are not married meet their spouses in God's grace and guidance.